Are you having choppy playback when you're trying to edit 4K footage in your desktop or laptop computer? I might have a solution for you. I'm Keith, your chief problem solver, and today we're going to be talking about proxies. Proxies are low-res copies of your original source footage that your computer will have an easier time editing. So they take up less data throughput, less bandwidth, and allow your computer on fairly limited resources to chop up that footage, and then those edit decisions that you've made on the low-res copies get applied to the full-res footage upon export. I'll walk you very quickly through how you can do this in Adobe Premiere Pro, but the process will be similar on pretty much any nonlinear editor that allows you to generate proxies. So I've got a piece of footage in my Premiere Pro project, and I am having some choppy playback when I try to play this back natively. All I need to do is right-click on the file in my project panel and then scroll down until I see the proxy submenu. I'm going to choose Create Proxies, and in here I have a choice of different settings for my proxies. In this case, I'm going to use the full frame size, and I'm going to use ProRes QuickTime Proxy. And then I'm going to make sure that it's set to next to original media in proxy folder for the location. So if I ever do need to find my proxy files, I know exactly where they're going to be because they live right next to my originals. There is this option to turn the proxy icon on or off, or you can choose a specific file. I'm just going to use the proxy icon as the watermark, and we'll see what that looks like in just a minute once the proxy is created. So I'll go ahead and hit OK, let that run, and it is going to fire up Adobe Media Encoder, which right on cue pops up and tells me that it's gonna run. So that's gonna happen in the background. We'll fast forward through this. The thing I want you to take note of is that even though the file has clearly been created here, when I come back over to Premiere Pro, I am going to see just the original file here. Now, Premiere Pro is keeping track of the original file and its associated proxy and not cluttering up my project panel with those additional proxies when we use this particular workflow. So Premiere Pro is keeping track of that relationship for me, and when I go here and turn my proxies on or off using the Toggle Proxies button, then I will be able to play back viewing the proxy, not the original file, and then get smoother playback in my timeline. So if I click on the Toggle Proxies button, it's kind of faint here. Let me back up a little bit to a point where you can sort of see that the proxy icon watermark is enabled, telling me that what I'm looking at right now is in fact the proxy file. What I'm looking at when I turn that off is the source file, and you may want to toggle that back on and off depending on the proxy file settings that you've chosen. So I hope that's helpful, and I hope that now you feel empowered to go out and shoot more content with 4K, not worrying so much about having stuttery playback. The one caveat here is that the more stuff that you have to run proxies on, the longer that process is going to take. So just bake that into your post-production timeline and you will be smooth sailing. If you found that useful, please give a like and a subscribe, and stay tuned. My video fundamentals and Premiere Pro fundamentals asynchronous courses are coming early summer of 2025, and those will be over on my learning management system, skills.onetinyproblem.com. Until next time, peace.